This video is over volume of cylinders, cones, and spheres. For our first problem, we have a cylinder that has a diameter of 10 and it has a height of 4. So our first step is to take half of our diameter because we only want the radius, and half of 10 is 5. So 5 is what we're going to use to plug into our equation. Our formula is pi r squared h, plugging in that radius that we solved, 5, and our height, 4. Solving exponents first, 5 squared is 25. 25 times 4 is going to give us 100. And the directions tell us to multiply by 3.14 for pi. So 100 times 3.14 gives us 314. We don't have to round because there's no decimals in our answer. For our second problem, we have a cone, and the cone has a diameter of 7.1. And the cone also has a height of 1. So we're first going to take half of the diameter because we only want the radius. Half of 7.1 is 3.55. We're going to use our formula, pi r squared h divided by 3. Plugging in our radius that we found, 355, and our height, 1. Starting with the exponents first, 3.55 squared is going to give us 12.6025. We multiply that by 1 and get 12.6025. We divide that by 3 and get 4.20083 repeating. We leave all of that in our calculator, don't round it yet. And then we multiply by our pi value in the directions, 3.14, which gives us 13.19061, on and on and on. We can look at the 1, and the 9 tells us to round up, so we end up at 13.2 for our final answer. For our last problem, we have a sphere. This sphere has a radius of 3.4. We're going to use our formula, V equals 4 pi r to the third power divided by 3. We plug in our radius, 3.4. Solving the exponent 3 third power, it us 39.304. We multiply that number by 4 to get 157.216. Dividing that by 3, we get 52.4053 repeating. Do not round your answer yet. Keep all those values in the calculator and multiply by the pi value in the directions, 3.14, to get 164.5527, on and on and on. The directions tell us to round to the nearest tenth. 5 is in the 10th place. The other 5 tells us to round up, and so we end up at 164.6.